Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Some Dumb American, and with me, as always, is Scribe. Say hi, Scribe.
Hi, Scribe.
And the lovely Ranting Monkey is also joining us tonight. Say hi, Monkey.
Hello.
How is everybody?
Wonderful. You?
I'm good. I'm good.
What's the name of our little group?
Welcome to Lords of the Night.
God, it's such a burden.
I kind of miss the monkey stream.
Oh no, I'm the only one that's excited about this now? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Jeez, I like being Lords of the Night. Embrace it, dang it. I said embrace it about Lords of the Night. I wonder if anyone gets that reference. Ha 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 ha.
No.
It's okay. You don't play Vampire the Masquerade.
Just you.
Yep.
No, I got it.
I
I
know
don't
Monkey
get
did.
it. Explain it to me.
Okay, so in Vampire the
That's what
Masquerade, the embrace is what they
Good.
call the act of turning somebody into a vampire.
Okay.
It's the embrace.
If you give someone the embrace, that means you have gone through the process of turning them into a vampire.
Yeah.
The more you know. Do 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 do.
Neato. We have news.
Well, for the second night in a
I have
row.
news.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Okay,
What's up?
What's your news?
I saw a lot of women wearing really short shorts today.
Oh,
And
no,
it
no,
was
no, no,
awesome. It was awesome.
Who wears
Now,
short shorts? Dun, dun, dun,
Some of
dun,
them
dun, dun.
were a little young to be wearing that. Some of them were a little big to be wearing that. But for the most part, it was a nice day. What's wrong? What's wrong with cooter shorts? What's your problem, girl?
Gross.
And they're
Is
really
it
tight,
locked
so
on me? It's
they're
locked.
so
I'm
tight. I
sorry.
have to feel like they're actually a form of masturbation at this point.
It was locked on me.
Just walking stimulates.
Yeah, just a nice little rub.
Before we get started, Monkey Dick, Jim Jones movies. If y'all want me to lock it on me, let me know via super chat.
You've
I'll
broken
do
the
it.
ritual again. You didn't say hit the like button.
I never say it
Why?
because begging for it doesn't affect the algorithm.
Like me, damn it.
I want to know we're like.
What's wrong with being liked? What's wrong with being liked?
I'm not. I never do. It would be breaking tradition for me to say it.
Were you that girl in high school? I don't want to be liked.
Oh, in high school? Hell yeah. Yeah, I was an edgy little fucker in high school.
In high school? Okay.
Oh, see, I was popular as shit.
I
Yeah,
was
we know.
popular, but I was like, I'm too cool for everything. My hair's black.
Yeah, you were popular in school. You got gifts for sleeping with your teachers.
I like Pierce the Veil. Like, yeah, that was.
I didn't sleep with my teachers. There was only like 2 of them I would have anyway.
Oh, okay.
Bay! Hi, Bay!
Hey,
Hi,
hi, Mara.
How's the baby?
Well played. Baby.
Baby. Stimulation.
Thank you, Falcon.
So 2 minutes on the clock for face
Yeah,
cam.
if we do it now, we can end it at an even of 5, which makes me happy.
So I will take, being the jukebox I am, I'll do the SDA song again for, I don't know, what kind of bounty you want to put on that?
Oh,
SDA?
15. I'm not. I don't want to hear it.
Wait.
I don't want to hear it. So y'all
I got
gotta.
$7 for it. So
I
she
know.
gets 77.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, how about this? How about this?
Like $5.
It's my channel.
Hold on. How about this? Okay, $7 for the first one, or $15 for the one I came up with earlier today. That's completely different.
All right, fine. Deal.
All right. So
All right, fine.
$7 for last night's. I'll do a performance, and $15 if you want to hear the new one I came up with this afternoon, which she'll probably hate. She'll probably hate even more than the other one, but that's fine. Anyway,
She hates everything. She's so
I
edgy.
know.
No, I don't hate everything. I love Frozen. I love Tinkerbell. I like Build-A-Bear. I really want to go to Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear is the creepiest. Oh my god!
I love Build-A-Bear. I want to go to Build-A-Bear. Now I want to.
The first time I walked in there, I saw them. I mean, I didn't know what it was, so I walked in there because I was curious. And you see them take this empty teddy bear skin, like this symbol of innocent childhood, and they shove this empty skin onto a pipe, and then suddenly it fills up with fluff.
No,
It looks so
no. No, it's
weird.
like it's the shell of your new fuzzy little friend.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to Build-A-Bear together. I want to go to Build-A-Bear. I love Build-A-Bear because I want to get a bear.
Oh
It's like, what?
I want a bear in really short shorts.
Oh, wear short shorts.
And I want to like stuff it, and then like you do the thing with the heart so that like it knows that you love it, and then shut up. And I'm gonna dress it up like Elsa. I want to go to Build-A-Bear.
That's
Anyway.
so gay. Yeah.
Okay.
On Build-A-Bear.
She said
Oh,
she likes
there's 3 things in the world she likes.
Right. Yeah.
I
Also,
like a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I just don't like the obscure stuff that Scribe likes. It's
well, she also likes it when I quack before the stream starts.
I don't
Falcon
like
Millennial,
it's just
thank you. You're going to have to be a little bit more specific. Stop creeping people out. Which one of us?
The Build-A-Bear thing, because sticking bear skins onto pipes, cute little bears, and filling them up through their buttholes with stuffing.
Yes, and then put cooter shorts on them.
okay. That's another. Stop it, Mom. You be nice to the bears. That's another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
If it's my
it
bear,
at
I'm gonna take it home and be
9:06.
really nice to it.
Be nice to the bears.
I'm trying to talk.
Oh, sorry.
Another 2 minutes. I'll start it at 9:07.
Okay. Yeah. Be nice to the bears. You don't want to end up like Timothy Treadwell.
I want my bear to end up looking like Teddy. I'm gonna put that fucker through some shit.
Jonathan Malone.
Thank you, Jonathan.
All right, you ready?
Here's your $15 just to piss off
Here-
SDA.
here-
Much love, everyone.
Yeah, here's your $15 song. Okay. Sometimes you want to go where there's a girl named SDA. Do, do, do. And monkey's certainly not gay. Do, do, do. You want to go where CNN isn't so inane. You want to go where there's a girl named SDA. Do, 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 do. Yeah, there you go.
Nicely done. Why are you looking mad? You know you like that. She's over there like, they're singing about me.
I know, like, oh
They're
God.
singing about me. That's so cool.
Isn't the camera supposed to be locked on you, or is it just my side that doesn't see that?
It's locked on me.
Okay, I guess maybe it's just the magic of me being on this side.
I think for us, we still see
Who's talking?
whoever's talking.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. Pat says, and I thought I had ear bleeding vocals. Hey, I never claimed to be a good singer, and honestly, I wasn't really trying to be a good singer there because that's kind of the point. But whatever. And she probably doesn't even know
the song.
STA, do you even know what that song is from, or the tune? Okay, so the theme song to the TV show Cheers was "Sometimes You Want to Go Where Everybody Knows Your Name." Do, do, do. And they're always glad you came.
No. You don't get to sing when there's.
I was just
money
explaining the reference.
Given no.
All right.
Explain it without singing it.
Okay. So news.
Right, well, real quick, that puts us at 9:25.
9:25. Okay. So let me refresh this page real quick to verify that. Yes. For the second night in a row, there is nothing worth reading off of CNN.
Second night in a row?
Yeah, but I didn't do it last night either. Well, okay.
I mean,
we're on like 4 insofar as not even pertinent sort of like Earth or world involving news is even on here. Right now we have the headline is "Women in Tech Speak Out. 6 women tell their stories of being sexually harassed in Silicon Valley."
I have to respond to that.
Yeah, some autistic guy probably asked you out. No shit.
Also, did you know Martha Stewart got Snoop Dogg drunk? This is on CNN's front page, by the way. Just so you know. This is, yeah. I pretend like I'm surprised. Actually, you know what? I'm more like disappointed. I'm just continually disappointed. Because honestly, I liked CNN. I remember when I liked watching CNN. It was a nice, diversion from the network news. But now they just kind of fucked it all up. So, but I'm bitter.
This is great. That women in tech thing comes from a segment they do called "Mostly Human Conversation." Fucking mostly human.
God.
Oh
all right.
my God.
Well, there's your next video right there.
Anyhow.
Okay, but in lieu of there being something worth seeing on CNN, I do have at least one international story that's sort of the latest on something we've talked about in the past. So I thought I'd give
Real
this.
quick, let me just get the super chat.
Okay.
Thank you, Point Curation. Even the Eye of Argon has more value than CNN. Thank you, Point, and that takes us to 9:30.
All right, so yeah, I've got one world-spanning news story, and then we're practically right into potpourri. So here we go. France wades into Qatar row, urges end to punitive measures. France's foreign minister on Saturday called on Qatar's neighbors to immediately lift measures impacting thousands of people in the Gulf, becoming the latest foreign diplomat to visit the region and attempt to help find a resolution to a crisis that has dragged on for more than a month. In early June, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Egypt cut ties with Qatar and moved to isolate the small but wealthy Gulf nation, canceling air routes between their capitals and Qatar's and closing their airspace to Qatari flights. Saudi Arabia also sealed Qatar's only land border, impacting a key source of food imports in the mostly desert nation. The four countries also expelled all Qatari nationals, impacting mixed nationality families in the Gulf, students, and people seeking medical treatment abroad, among others. Prior to the dispute, Qataris could travel visa-free between the Gulf countries. France Foreign Minister Jean Le Drian said such punitive measures should end. France is calling for these measures to be lifted, especially ones that affect the Qatari population, specifically measures that impact binational families that have been separated. Let's see. The Arab Quartet, they're calling it. Okay, the Arab Quartet has demanded Qatar end its support of extremist groups. Yeah, because Saudi Arabia has no ties to extremist groups.
Right.
But also its support of Islamist political dissidents they brand as terrorists, but which many Western allies do not.
Real quick, thank you, Tara Diamantes. In Kekistani cheers, do they shout "Normie"?
Well played. Well played.
Nice. So SDA, there was a character on the show called Norm, and every time he walked into the bar, he was so well known, everybody just traditionally said "Norm."
Norm.
Okay, gotcha.
Because that's where everybody knew his name.
Every time we see her, SDA.
Let's see.
Made her wrinkle her nose.
Other demands include shutting down Qatar's flagship Al Jazeera network, curbing ties with Iran, and expelling Turkish troops stationed in Qatar.
Sorry.
Okay.
Isn't Al Jazeera already kind of down the tubes, though?
It's definitely not. It's lost its sort of prominence since the Gulf War. I mean, during the Gulf War, it was sort of seen. It was vilified for being sort of propagandist on the side of Iraqis. They would actually show the action and the aftermath of the soldiers being of killing people and stuff in the war, whereas American media was kind of filtering that out. So on the one hand, it was like, well, they're reporting what's happening. On the other hand, the U.S. government was sort of like, this is bad PR. It was kind of a weird time media-wise. But as far as I know, they've become more, Al Jazeera is now, partners with TYT, or they have some kind of sharing or whatever, or AJ Plus, I should say, which is Al Jazeera's YouTube network or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. There's I'm having a hazy memory of something that was going on with Al Jazeera recently, but I can't remember, so I'll just not babble too much more. So it's still so, this whole thing is so weird to me. It's like, why now is always my sort of question when it comes to the Qatar thing. It's not like whatever they've been doing, they just did as of June. So what was the impetus to have Qatar isolated now by these four nations? I don't understand. But I'm not a global politic guy, so what do I know? Maybe someone in chat has a better idea.
Yeah, I'm not. The only thing that I can see that changed is that it's right around the time President Trump was over there. So,
what's the end game, though? I mean, you got these four giant countries going after Qatar. what do they get out of it? That's what I'm wondering.
That's the thing. I don't know that they do get much out of it. Shutting down Al Jazeera is something, but otherwise, yeah, I really don't know.
Thank you, Cryptic. SDA Cam deserves a donation. That puts a thank you. And that puts us at 9:42.
Yay. All right. Well, barring there being something else that suddenly appears during the course of the stream, that is the big news that I could find. So we are into potpourri. I don't have that many potpourri stories either. I've only got like 3, but I thought I would at least share them. And then we got MSS News. Everybody in the chat, if you have stories that you'd like us to read on the air, please send them to us via Twitter using the hashtag MSS News, and we will take a look shortly. So, SDA, are you ready for potpourri?
Already?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, there's nothing going on. I mean, there's some news that I'm sure is in MSS News. I've seen some stories posted today, and I even posted a couple to MSS News for later. But as far as like big news, not much. So if something happens or if somebody wants to point something out, I'm more than happy to read it. But right now, as far as I know, we're kind of into just sort of fun time.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's see. We have inmate interview.
Okay.
Police grenades. And marital prison.
Interview.
All right. Inmate misses job interview to help driver in crash. Okay. A former inmate on his way to a job interview is being lauded for helping the driver of a car that flipped over on a Connecticut highway. Aaron Tucker was traveling by bus through Westport Wednesday when he saw the driver and jumped off to help saw the crash and jumped off to help the driver. Tucker, who lives in a Bridgeport halfway house, helped rescue the driver from the smoking car and wrapped his dress shirt around the man's head to stop a wound from bleeding. The bus left the scene and Tucker missed his interview, but he says he's gotten other job offers. A GoFundMe was set up to raise money for Tucker, who served nearly 2 years in prison on a weapons charge, and his 21-month-old son. That's a weird sentence.
Real quick. Thank you, Lanny Stanfield. What does the phrase dripping with autism mean? And 9:44. I don't know.
It's basically a way of saying something is really stupid.
Yeah, like this thing is dripping with autism. It's dripping with stupidity. Okay, I didn't know what that story was going to be about, but there you go. So, good guy.
Well, it was really nice of him to stop and do it, but
yeah,
hopefully anybody would.
Yeah, but the bus left the scene. It's like, so he was the only guy that jumped off the bus. That's okay. So we have police grenades and marital prison.
Grenades.
Okay, this is from Sunnyvale, California. And this is weird. Bomb squad dismantles grenades bought to police headquarters. I think they mean brought, but it says bought. So
we'll read it as it is written.
Yes, I read it as it is written. The headquarters of a police department in Northern California was evacuated and briefly shut down Saturday while a bomb squad took apart grenades brought to the lobby by a citizen looking to dispose of them. Sunnyvale Police Department spokesman Captain Sean Ahern says the citizen, who was not identified, found ammunition and grenades in their garage and brought them to the police building. Okay. Ahern says the department's headquarters was closed for about 2 hours while bomb experts removed the ammunition and grenades, clearing the building and dismantled the grenades. The department says people who come across explosives should not touch them and call 911. Yes, that is the smart thing to do. It's like, hey, cops, I got a box full of grenades here.
Monkey, quit being gross.
I'm not being gross.
What did monkey do? SDA gets crump. Oh, yeah, I guess she.
Monkey's being gross.
Should we read that aloud on the air? I don't know.
Sure.
No.
No.
I said SDA gets grumpy about labias in public.
I don't. Yeah.
You don't get upset about labias in public?
That's not what I said.
Okay. Well, our last story isn't so much a story, but it's a travel entry from BBC, and I couldn't help but notice the headline because it says "A medieval remedy for divorce."
Okay.
Romania's medieval marital prison. It may sound like a nightmare, but records show that this form of marriage counseling in Transylvania was rather effective. Okay, picturesque Beerton, one of Transylvania's 7 Saxon UNESCO World Heritage Villages, feels frozen in time. Horse-drawn carriages are still a part of daily life, and local residents gather to trade their wares in
Monkey, you're about to get bopped.
Let Scribe read. Scribe, keep reading. I was enjoying that story. Keep going, please.
At the heart of the village, a 15th century fortified church towers over the surrounding structures from its hilltop perch. Inside the church's grounds, along with one of its fortification walls, is a small building with a room inside barely larger than a pantry. For 300 years, couples whose marriages were on the rocks would find themselves here, locked away for up to 6 weeks by the local bishop in hope they would iron out their problems and avert a divorce. It may sound like a nightmare, but records show that this was rather effective. Quote, thanks to this blessed building, in the 300 years that Beerton had the bishop's seat, we only had 1 divorce, said Ulf Ziegler, Beerton's current priest. And there's a picture of what this room looks like with a couple of mannequins standing in for the unhappy couple. Yeah, I suppose that if you could go nowhere for 6 weeks, you'd have to find a way to get along or murder each other.
Thank you, Falcon Millennial. You can keep all ammo except explosive artillery. Right, in regards to the ammo.
What are they voting on in this chat? Oh, I see.
And that puts us at 9:46.
Yeah, there's not much to this story except it's just kind of a weird thing. I mean, if people want to see the picture of the marital prison, I'll send the link into the chat. But I spotted that, and it was just,
you know,
really
I think that's going way too far. But I do think people are way too quick to divorce these days.
Mm. Yeah, I
just
mean,
throwing that out there.
Yeah, you should at least give it a fair shake and try to work through your problems. Don't say, "Oh, I'm having a bad day. I want a divorce." You know, it's like, well, especially if you've got kids involved. If there's kids involved, you know, short of somebody like completely betraying you or doing something horrible, try to at least hammer it out first. Not literally, because that'd be murder. Let's see. So on to MSS News.
And again, if there's a story that you would like us to read, tweet it with the hashtag MSS News. You don't have to tag us in it. I promise. We'll look at the hashtag.
Yeah, and
please don't tag me in it.
Yeah, and if you can, don't send videos because I can't really read videos on the air. So articles are much better. And there's a bunch of video clips.
I don't know how to say his name.
What?
Natiri Umi Philburrows says, Renting Monkey, people are too quick to divorce because they're too quick to marry. I would give you that in a lot of cases too.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Impulse control. Let's see.
What happens is you're walking down the street, you see somebody and their labia is popping out, and you're in love. I just did that for that reaction. That was awesome. Anyway.
Is this love? Oh, that I'm feeling. Is this the love? Oh.
Everybody's right, Peterbilt.
Everybody's sending me videos. Guys, I can't read videos, please. Or like meme pictures and things. It doesn't really translate to on the air. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's one, I think. Yes, this is from Red State Rising. Okay. CNN journalist Rashard Elijah posted tweets about date rape, anti-white hate, and worse. Okay. CNN journalist Rashard Elijah posted, yeah, okay, that's the headline again. Research into CNN journalist Rashard Elijah has uncovered shocking statements made on his verified Twitter account. Some of these statements were made when he was already at least 20 or 21 years old. He now works at CNN and is 27. Okay, you know, I'm willing to extend a lot of slack to people for something they might have done 6 to 7 years ago or something. Because you change.
Especially on
Twitter.
On social media too. I mean,
you know,
what they put.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with that. I mean, if it was something he said today, I'd give a crap. But these things are from like 2010, 2009. I don't care. The same credit I would extend anybody on the whole thing. You say stupid things when you're young. It doesn't necessarily pertain to now. And this isn't a dig on the person who sent me the story. It's just, whatever. Okay, yeah, memes and videos don't make for news stories I can read. Just so you know. Okay, where's that one that I found earlier today? It's out here somewhere, unless Twitter decides to drop out. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Chris Cuomo memes. I don't know what Chris Cuomo did. I don't know. It's just like Chris Cuomo is a meme now for reasons, I guess. And we got said the same meme over and over and over and over. We're getting spammed on this now. Oh boy. Yeah, so I wish I could have. I wish
see this stuff, guys. It's just hard to read.
Yeah, and I wish I could have a story to read, but it's all memes.
Is it really all memes?
I've got some.
It's all like animated GIFs and things. Yeah. Hold on. Let me try this. I see what I did wrong. Ha 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 ha. Never mind. I'm stupid because Twitter was being stupid. I put in MSS News, and then apparently at some point I clicked on CNN Dirt, and that's why there was nothing but CNN crap.
That explains the Cuomo thing.
That explains everything. Right. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, we're in better shape now.
Scribelight doesn't know how to technology.
I made a simple mistake. Like earlier today, somebody pointed out on the video I posted. I'll talk about that at YouTube time. Never mind. Let's see.
Scribelight doesn't know how to technology.
Okay, so this one comes from staff reporter Colleen Bernier. Woman arrested after towing kids in Little Red Wagon. Yeah, behind her. Good God. Okay. An Oregon mother has been accused of endangering 3 young children after towing them behind her car in a Little Red Wagon.
What the fuck?
Springfield police said 27-year-old Alana Donahue was arrested Wednesday night after at least 4 motorists reported seeing the car pulling the plastic wagon with her 2-year-old daughter, 4-year-old son, and 8-year-old nephew inside. Drivers said the woman waved at vehicles to pass as she slowly drove in circles in a roundabout.
I thought I was lazy.
Yeah, a witness reported seeing the car going above 30 miles per hour. And the 2-year-old toddler began crying after the wagon tipped up on 2 wheels.
Jesus Christ.
The witness told police that Donahue took her toddler from the wagon to the car and then continued driving with the 4-year-old and 8-year-old still in the wagon. She was not intoxicated at the time. Well, that's even worse in my book. That just means you're just dumb.
Thank you, Point. We are number 1. Oh, not Canada?
Are we in Lazy Town? What?
No,
that takes us to 948.
Where was this story from?
This was from Oregon, Springfield, Oregon.
All right.
Let's see.
How fucking dumb do you have to be to tie? Oh my God, that story actually is starting to piss me off. These are children, and you put them behind a fucking car.
Yeah, and up on 2 wheels. Yeah, no, it's asphalt and a wagon behind her. You pull the wagon. You get out with your kids, and you walk down the sidewalk pulling the wagon. That's how red flyers work. That's what they're there for. You don't.
Whoever it was that asked what dripping with autism means.
Yeah.
This is dripping with autism. What the fuck?
Cryptic said, okay, someone answer me what SDA is counting. I think you mean when I say the time. It's like the SDA cam time.
Yeah, she will keep the camera locked on her for a number of minutes equal to the number of dollars she's getting donated.
Thank you, Point Curation. Again, Scribelight, Metro UK, Lazy Town actor Stephen Carl Stephenson. Thanks, fans, for support with Rainbow of Hope post.
Yep, Lazy Town. Okay, so this one. Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Sorry, that puts us. So before that, we were at 9:48. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera off and put it back on at 9:50 because I want it to be even.
Okay. Yes, SDA cares about equality. Speaking of which, this story comes from Emperor Volkan. And I'm really interested in this subject because I talk about this far too often on my videos. The path to overcoming unconscious bias. All right. Viacom and hashtag #SeeHer, SEEHER, reflect on the campaign to change perceptions of women in advertising and media. Okay. Exactly 1 year ago, a challenge was made. Supported by the White House, the Association of National Advertisers and its Alliance for Family Entertainment set out to lead a movement that would accurately portray women and girls in media so that by the year 2020, the 100-year anniversary of a woman's right to vote in the U.S., they would see themselves reflected as they truly are. In doing so, the #SeeHer movement was created, led by Gail Tifford and Shelley Zalis. Both of these people, so Gail Tifford is a vice president of media, and Shelley Zalis is a CEO of the Female Quotient. The movement caused a ripple effect in the industry as companies and brands started to reassess how and what they were saying to and about women and the unconscious bias that existed.
Thank you, Cryptic. And that takes us straight to 10 o'clock.
Okay, so this story kind of breaks down the project that they're doing. This might be video material. But I don't know. Do you guys want me to read the rest of this?
I mean, it's up to you, Monkey.
It's up to you. Don't you? You do
okay.
you.
Well,
you do you, boo.
It's just kind of a fluff piece
that
about
was
the whole
weird.
thing. You do you, boo boo.
Don't say black lady things.
Oh, here we go. This is pertinent. This one comes from Mashisu. Columbia settles lawsuit with student accused of raping mattress girl. All right. Columbia University has reached a settlement with a former male student who was accused of raping a fellow classmate who became known as Mattress Girl, according to a report. Paul Nungesser had sued Columbia for gender discrimination in a 2015 lawsuit. The Columbia Student newspaper reported the settlement Thursday. Terms were not disclosed. I hope it's a giant chunk of change for that guy. Of course, the person that should be paying him is his accuser, but that's just me. Together with Paul and his parents, we have fought for 3 long years, his lawyer, Andrew Mittenberg, told the Washington Post. It gives Paul a chance to go on with his life and recover from the false accusation against him. We hope that the resolution of the case also ensures that no student will have to endure what Paul went through after he was exonerated. Emma Sulkowitz lugged a mattress around campus to protest the school's handling of her rape allegations against Nungesser. Her protest even earned her academic credit while fanning a national debate over how colleges respond to sexual assault allegations. Did anything happen to her? Of course not. Yeah, the Post reported that Sulkowicz, who was not part of the lawsuit, did not return calls for comment. Yeah. I hope she fades into absolute obscurity and never succeeds at anything for what she did to that guy. Okay, here's the story that I was lighted upon earlier today that the headline just really caught me. Entire police department faces special training after a cop misgenders a trans person.
Oh, for fuck. Okay. All right.
The entire Fort Lauderdale Police Department may have to undergo special training after a police officer used the wrong pronouns with a transgender citizen. The city's Citizens Police Review Board made the suggestion Monday after Officer James Brinton referred to Shelley Kendall, a transgender woman, as a male during a January traffic stop. Quote, I think it's fair. It's a matter of training and the officers need training, Mark Dickerson, a board member, said. The review board also suggested Brinton gets a written reprimand for the incident.
Fuck that.
And the incident, what? Did he look like a guy? I mean, is that what happened?
Well, here we go. Brinton pulled over Kendall, a man who identifies as a woman, for reckless driving January 28th because Kendall was drag racing a black Chevrolet Camaro against another car on a public road.
Okay, so you're a fucking criminal, and you're like, excuse me? Like, I know I have no tits and a massive Adam's apple, and you're about to arrest me, but could you please... my preferred pronoun.
How did you already know what they said, SDA? You're basically quoting the article. I'm not even kidding. No, I'm kidding. Brinton gave Kendall a reckless driving ticket but referred to Kendall as a male, even though his driver's license listed Kendall's gender as female. Kendall filed a complaint against Brinton, saying he refused to change the gender on the ticket despite being asked to.
Oh,
Quote, if I've done everything I need to do for the state of Florida to recognize me as a female, he doesn't have a right to purposefully misgender me.
Oh my God, maybe if you don't want to be misgendered by a cop, don't give the fucking cops a reason to pull your ass over.
I want to know what Kendall looks like. I want to see
picture?
how well she was presented. No, there's no picture. I'd have to look up, let's see, where's Shelby Kendall? Shelby Kendall. Let's see if there's a picture out there somewhere.
I'm just upset about this, okay?
Oh, you are fucking kidding me.
What's it look like?
Oh, you are fucking kidding me.
What is it? Put it in.
Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm putting it in the chat. I'm putting it in the chat. Okay, there's the link. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me why.
Since you won't frickin' share your screen,
you're right.
I'll do it because I'm fabulous.
Okay.
Lady Monkey just said, "That is a man."
Wait, is this a joke?
No, this is it. This is from a different copy of the news story. This is the person.
No, fuck you.
This is a joke, right?
No, this is the photo from the Washington Times about the entire same story. I swear to God.
That's a dude.
No. Just
yeah.
That
the cop was not in the wrong. Let's put it that way. The cop was not in the wrong.
And now he has to go to re-education camp for this shit?
Yes.
Fucking stupid. It's so... Girl, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see. So this one I had meant to read last night, but I guess I didn't get to it because of time. And I'll scroll back up and find ones from other people too. I don't mean to, I'm not trying to monopolize a thing. I just did 2 in a row I posted to myself. So this comes from the AP. Woman accused of lying about rape claims psychiatric illness. A former university student accused of lying about being raped by 2 university football players is seeking to have the charges against her dismissed. The Connecticut Post reports former Sacred Heart University student Nikki Jovino filed an application in court Friday saying she's suffering from a psychiatric disability. The 19-year-old South Setauket, New York native will undergo a psychological evaluation. A judge will decide whether she qualifies for a pretrial diversionary program. If she qualifies and completes that program, she could have the charges dismissed. Sounds like a dodge for responsibility for making a false accusation. I don't know. This seems like you got caught making up something.
I mean, if you can prove that she's actually mentally unstable.
Sure.
Sure. But...
Jovino accused 2 Sacred Heart football players of sexually assaulting her during an October party. The players said the sex was consensual. Okay, they're not even denying that the sex happened. They just said it was consensual. Police say Jovino later admitted making up the allegations. Okay. But now she's... Okay, well... This is one of those things because falsely accusing somebody of rape is, well, hell, falsely accusing somebody of a crime in general you don't do, but I mean of rape or like child molestation or something like that, you might as, even if you're lying, even if it's shown that it wasn't true, that cloud still hangs over that person's head regardless, because suspicion is a really hard thing to rub off in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's trying to dodge consequences for having falsely accused somebody of something by making up a psychiatric illness. Maybe she is. It just seems awfully convenient that all of a sudden she realizes she has a psychiatric illness.
I'm tired of that excuse. Anytime, fuck that. No, they need to do something where people who are doing these false allegations suffer for real. Because we had the same thing with the one of the people who was found to have falsely charged racist stuff. And she had written racist stuff all over the place and claimed that, you know, people were doing it. And she just had a mental disorder. No, fuck you. You were causing damage to society. Fuck you. You need to go away for a while.
This is something that I guess this is one of my concerns. Not that I don't think that it should be punished, I do. But what I think we need to make sure is absolutely clear is that you have to prove that the person was lying with malicious intent. Just like you'd have to prove that somebody actually, you know, somebody was an actual rapist. If that makes sense. In
these scenarios, in all of the ones that I can think of, where they admit they were lying.
Yeah, and that's fine. I just would worry about it in scenarios where maybe it's not quite as clear. Like it comes down to a he said, she said, and there's no physical evidence or anything like that. I don't want it to get to a point where we start saying, oh, well, if there's no physical evidence, obviously you're lying, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. If it's just a he said, she said, and it can't be proven, that's one thing. But when it's obvious lying like this,
when you got a UVA thing, or you have this kind of deal, or you get like the lacrosse deal and all that.
No, I completely agree with that. I'm just saying in the broad sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't prove it one way or the other, that's one thing. If it's demonstrably provable that the person's lying or they admit to it, you shouldn't just get to walk away.
Well, yeah, the innocent with the allegations of lying, the innocent until proven guilty absolutely has to apply there as well. So that would be
okay.
I guess that's the only. It's not really a caveat. It's just a clarification in that case.
All right. Well, to brighten things up a bit after false rape allegations.
Woohoo!
Yay, rape. Okay, this one comes from Flair Fritz. And really the headline says it all. I guess thankfully it's a very short article, but the headline kind of sums it up. Man cooking up ramen in a Speedo accidentally shoots himself in the nuts with 20 bottle rockets.
But Jesus Christ. I need more clarification on this one.
Okay. That was a lot of headline.
A man in Taiwan was playing video games in just his Speedo and decided to make some ramen noodles. This is Taiwan, by the way. A box of bottle rockets was a little too close to the open flames on the stove, because that's where you keep your bottle rockets, and started to fire. The rockets were aimed right at the dude's crotch. Let's go right to the scene as it unfolds. I'm reading from the article, so it's quote, "It was these sounds that alerted neighbors to call the fire department. When the emergency workers opened the door to Mr. Ye's room, they could vaguely see him through a cloud of smoke, wearing a Speedo, on all fours, legs spread, and yelling, 'Ow!' Mr. Ye later described his ordeal to the media, saying all the fireworks seemed to fly as if they were somehow intending to hit him in his banana hammock. His only defense was to flail his feet wildly in a desperate attempt to block one or two. The man was treated and released from hospital with only minor bruises and burns to his crotch. The ramen was ruined."
Oh, God.
Well, the poor ramen.
Oh, my God.
Real quick in chat, Stacy Gardner says, "What a perfect way to spend my birthday with Ranting Monkey, Lady Monkey, SDA, and Scribe. Happy birthday."
Yes, happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Stacy. Happy birthday to you.
Do they not say, like, dear person's name in Michigan?
What?
Oh, they do. It just depends on how I'm singing it.
Okay.
Oh,
don't get all uppity.
I'm just asking if, like, y'all in the Boondocks do something weird.
I think Stacy would appreciate the fact that I just sang that, not get all uppity.
Y'all in the Boondocks.
Y'all.
You ever heard the song "The Boondocks" by Billy Joe Royal?
No.
It's a great song. I'll just say. So anybody in chat that's never heard it, yeah, look up Billy Joe Royal and the Boondocks. Anyway, we got one more story.
Don't look it up now. Watch us, then look it up later.
Yeah. We got one more story. Pissed Off Shih Tzu sends us this one.
Every time you get a story from Pissed Off Shih Tzu, I'm like, yeah, what did the Pissed Off Shih Tzu do? Because I think that's the name. I think that's the headline.
Yeah, no, it's a person.
I know.
Okay. But this is high class because it comes from the New York Times. Okay, here's the headline. Oops, a gallery selfie gone wrong causes $200,000 in damage.
Damn.
The Selfie No-No Hall of Fame may have found its Babe Ruth. Simon Birch, a British multimedia artist based... What?
Sorry.
Okay.
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah, I know. I just got a lot of super chats. Sorry, that's...
Oh, well then I'll wait.
Yeah. Thank you, Super Steven, just stopping in to make it rain and show some love to the beautiful SGA. I got to go into work. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day at work. And thank you, Kingsley
Abroqua.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I greatly enjoyed that laugh, STA. Have some shekels for cuteness. Scribe and RM are fine too, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's what I like to hear. And thank you, Dr. Millennial. SGA is in the Boondocks. I'm pretty sure Monkey is in a more rural area than I am. But that takes us to 10:27 on the SDA cam.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so Simon Birch, a British multimedia artist based in Hong Kong, has been displaying his latest immersive exhibition at the 14th Factory pop-up gallery in Los Angeles. In one room were placed a series of crowns on pedestals of varying heights, all very close to one another. They were the very definition of selfie bait. So it was perhaps no surprise that a woman 2 weeks ago would get a bit too close to the art and, mid-selfie, lose her balance, sending pedestals and crowns crashing in a cascading domino effect. Damage estimate roughly $200,000, according to Mr. Birch. Okay, so it's not really $200,000. It's just that he made some crowns out of various stuff, and he says they're worth that much. Okay. A view of the incident uploaded to YouTube on Thursday has racked up nearly 300,000 views. Oh God, I got to see this. It's 30 seconds long. Okay, so there, yeah, it's this room with like 3 rows of pedestals. They're all just kind of standing. All right, where's the selfie? All right, here we go. I'll post it here in a second, but oh, it's a total domino. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna post it in the chat.
It's no fun when you're the only one watching.
I know it. I'm posting it in the chat. There you go. It's 30 seconds long. You don't even, it has no sound. Somebody's like filming a video, so you could watch it silently while you're listening to us.
Oh, that's a lot of crowns.
It is. But I don't know what they're supposed to be made out of that makes them...
You know what? I'm just going to be a good person, unlike Scribe. And actually show this to you guys.
Oh, okay. Fine. So you want to keep an eye on the far right-hand corner of the screen, the lady at the far right corner of the display.
Oh, God.
That looks like a total setup.
Maybe.
Oh,
could be.
Yeah, I don't know. But
that's pretty silly.
Either way.
So yeah, that happened. And unless, yeah, could be. He says $200,000. I'm like, of what? Were they made out of like platinum and they broke or something? Let's see. CNN hasn't changed. Oh, CNN changed its headline story. New revelations keep surfacing about Donald Trump Jr.'s meeting with a Russian lawyer.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I bet they're really, really important because we're really trying to make this story more important than it is. And I'll wait until there's something worth talking about. So yeah, I guess we're done with the news.
Yay!
It's about that time.
Now what do we do?
Well, it would be YouTube time, wouldn't it?
Yay!
So, Monkey, have you done any YouTube stuff today?
I don't know. Did I?
Shouldn't you be the one to know that?
Dude, with my memory, really? Oh yeah, I did the video on the masturbation thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I was trying to help you lead into that, but okay.
Oh my God. Like watching that video, I had to pause and just I should have filmed myself watching it and then just put that up as a video because
Wow. Now you should just put that like in a tiny little like video box next to the actual video so people could watch in real time how you're reacting to it.
It was
a lot of people have a problem with how young those kids are, and I do too in some of the instances. But for me, the biggest problem with this is that they filmed it and put it out onto the internet. That
forever.
If you're going to talk to your kids about sex, do that shit at home. It is not an easy conversation to have in the first place, especially for the child. Don't put that shit out there on the internet. Fucking assholes. And it is horribly inappropriate, some of the shit they talk about. They got dildos on the table, and the one mom simulates jacking off. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. And if you look at that whole channel, it's all just shit. But yeah, that's what I did. And then I went out today and saw cooter shorts.
Who wears shorts? Who's
next?
I did a video today. It was another in the grand series of Race in America from Snarled. This one was unique in that the subject was not holding anyone to account for something horrible they did to her. Like most of the Race in America things, they tell a story of like, oh, I was at a job interview, or this person said this thing to me on the street, or something like that. Her entire spiel was about this internalized racism she wasn't aware of until, I guess, just recently, where while she was growing up, she just sort of subconsciously envisioned herself as having blonde hair, which she didn't equate with being white, but obviously wasn't Asian, so she was whitewashing her own imagination without knowing it, and stuff. And it was really the real linchpin to that train of thought was she was talking about primarily Asian characters in Hollywood and how they didn't exist. Of course, then she backs up and says, well, I mean, they did exist, but they were always portrayed as foreign or exotic or something. None of them reflected my experience. I'm like,
what?
Asian characters in Hollywood didn't reflect your experience. I said, unless it's doing a biographical film about you, how could they?
Right.
What are you looking for?
So in response to the whole thing with Lily Mead, Queen Dishina in the chat showed me this channel by the name of Francia Simone, and she has an interesting perspective on it because I don't think she lines up with me politically at all, but one of her points in some of the videos that I watched was that the only person who can represent you is you. And whenever you're watching a good movie or a good TV show, you don't care what color the characters are because you like the characters for being those characters. But when you don't like something, that's when you start to nitpick at those kinds of things. And I thought that that was a really interesting point.
Well, this is the interesting thing about her spiel in this, is because at one point she brings up two examples specifically of characters in movies that when she was younger, she thought were Asian until she knew they weren't. So specifically, she talks about the character, Tiffany Amber Thiessen's character in Saved by the Bell. She thought was Asian somehow. Okay. And in the video, she says, I just looked that up today and she's not. And I'm like, okay, so what? Your entire life you thought she was, now you know she's not. What does that change about the character? Nothing. It's the exact same character. Then she talks about how there's this one mermaid in the background of The Little Mermaid who's got like black hair, and all her life she thought that was an Asian mermaid. And then her friends at her writers group or whatever told her, oh, there's no Asian mermaids in Little Mermaid. oh, so now they know the race of a cartoon character. But now she knows that she's been subconsciously whitewashing her entire life. And I theorize in there that, it's interesting that only now as an adult is she suddenly, quote unquote, realizing that she's been internalizing racism this whole time. I wonder what could have led her to think that. And I fade in a picture of the social justice logo. It's and like I said, it's unique for most of the race in America things, because I don't find her to be like objectionable in her attitude, because she, like I say, she wasn't accusing someone of doing something or holding someone responsible for it. She was just sort of relaying what she'd been told she was thinking wrong.
Thank you, Goot. Scribbles sounds like Kermit. Poor Scribbles.
Well, there's a job opening now if I do.
And that takes us to 10:47.
But one more thing, the weirdest thing about that video, and which I'm still boggled by, at 2 points in the video when the girl's talking about her subject or whatever, and she says the word beautiful in relation to Hollywood characters, the camera crash zooms onto her chest. I mean, like zooms in on her boobs. And this girl, it's not a judgment call or anything, it's a very small chest. And
well, she's Asian, so.
Well, yeah, with that too. But I mean, at the same time, I'm looking at it like, Snarled, what are you trying to say? That beauty is held in the chest, or are you trying to body shame your own subject? I don't get it. It's really weird, and I honestly don't understand the purpose of it.
Yeah, it seems like an odd thing to do.
Yeah. So anyway, it was fun to do because race in America is almost always fun to do in that sense. But it was a unique video as compared to the other ones.
Monkey.
Oh Jesus. So SDA, what did you do today?
I did a stream with Roaming Millennial on her channel about traditionalism and the breakdown of the family and all that fun junk. And it was fun. We had a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking to Roaming Millennial. I'm also doing a stream after this at 11:30 Eastern Time with Peach Bailey.
Ooh.
So, you're going to be on with Peach?
Peach Bailey. Oh, that's moving up in the world.
So.
What are you guys going to talk about?
We just going to chat.
Can I recommend a topic?
Sure, go for it. Please do.
You should discuss Asians having little boobies.
Never mind. Don't recommend anything ever again.
So, Monkey, do you have a pre-planned deep topic for us?
I did, and I forgot it.
Monkey. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, when we're back on Monkey's channel, you need to donate so he can buy that pen and notepad I've been talking about for months, because he needs to write down these things because he knows he has a lousy memory.
He's not going to remember to write anything down though.
This is why so you take the notepad, right? You get one of those little spiral bound little notepad deals. Okay. And you thread a piece of twine through the spiral and make it a necklace with a pin tied to it. That way you can never
won't remember.
Thank you, Point. She's a real peach. Anyone who hasn't seen her should check out her channel. Yes, Peach Bailey's really cool.
Yeah,
why did that show that to you guys before it showed it to me? Okay.
Because your internet's slower. I don't know. So we don't have a deep topic, huh? Well, gosh.
I wish I could remember. I am so sorry.
That takes us to 10:52.
I have one if you don't.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so riffing off of the thing that SDA was talking about in my video today, what characters growing up did you identify with the most?
Oh.
Yeah, Monkey Spider-Man, and I identify with Spider-Man too. I like Darkman. You remember Darkman?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Darkman was Sam Raimi's sort of concocted attempt after not getting the rights to do The Shadow as a movie to make his own superhero. And he kind of combined aspects of Phantom of the Opera and Batman together to create this superhero. And what this guy, and this was the first time I'd ever seen Liam Neeson in a movie. And as far as I'm concerned, it's one of his best movies next to Taken, just because, like, you know, it's not overblown. And what it is, there was this doctor who was trying to invent synthetic skin to help burn patients and people who had been, you know, in accidents and things like that. And he discovers that the skin is photosensitive. It'll only last for a certain amount of time in light, but if the lights are out, if it's dark, the skin lasts for a very long time. And he's trying to solve this problem when something horrible happens. I won't give the whole movie away. But eventually he himself gets all scarred up. And in order to get revenge on the people that did this to him, he starts masquerading as people in order to using this this temporary synthetic skin to because he can create faces of anybody. So he can make himself look like anybody he can take a picture of and make a little scan of. And I always liked that because I always, as growing up, I always felt like the outsider who kind of had to put, I mean, in metaphorical terms, put on a happy face to kind of blend in with people that I didn't necessarily feel comfortable with, but I thought I was supposed to. Like, you know, all the kids in my neighborhood were, or all the guys in my neighborhood were sort of like jocks and stuff, and I was nothing like a jock, but they were the only other boys around me, and so to fit in, I kind of, you know, sort of imitated their personality, which I didn't feel. Eventually, I gave it up because it was just, I understood I was lying to myself. But I kind of, I sympathize with that notion.
Okay, the characters that I was the most into growing up, probably Simba from The Lion King, because The Lion King was my favorite movie. Was a lot of Disney. I really liked Jasmine and Pocahontas. I liked Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. I'm trying to think who else I was also really into Lizzie McGuire as a kid. So yeah, I really liked Disney is my point. And those were the people that I was into.
Did it matter to you what they looked like?
I remember thinking as a kid that Jasmine and Pocahontas were really pretty. But, I mean, I was also really into Simba, so obviously not. That wasn't a big deal. I mean, it didn't matter that they looked like me or didn't look like me. I mean, I guess you could say that Jasmine and I have sort of similar features, but not really. I don't know. I mean, I wanted to be everybody that that I identified with, I guess. So
I didn't identify with anybody like that I saw on TV. I've always kind of, I guess, marched to the beat of my own drummer, you know? There were, I mean, like, Bo and Luke Duke were cool, and I enjoyed watching them, but I didn't feel like them. I didn't connect with them. Same, Knight Rider, one of my favorite shows. I loved the show, but I didn't necessarily relate to the character. I just never, maybe I'm a sociopath. I never related with any of them.
I mean, what do you mean by, well, because to me, relating to a character doesn't mean that I like think that I am that character. I just liked the characters a lot.
Well, no.
That's to me what relating to a character means.
Well, what he described there, he kind of felt that way, metaphorically speaking, not that he actually, you know, turned dark if there was enough light out. It's identifying with that character where they make you feel, you understand exactly what they're going through, even though it's a different situation. It's something that
you empathize with their situation.
No. I was just really into the bear claw having chest guy that Pocahontas didn't bang.
Well, I mean, like monkey.
No, none of it was super deep for me. I was just like, Aladdin's pretty, and I want to be Jasmine because she is a tiger.
Well, I mean, like Monkey and I could relate to Spider-Man because, you know, maybe I could better than Monkey because Monkey wasn't some like closeted nerd social outcast like I was growing up, because I saw a lot of similarities between Peter Parker's origins in high school and stuff and my own just growing up as a kind of shy, quiet kid who had aspirations for more, but just couldn't seem to get out of the mode he was in.
See, I had a really weird childhood and teenage years because I am a giant nerd, but most people don't know it. Most people are actually surprised to find out because I do look more like a jock and I am actually very athletic.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what? Fuck off. So I never, you know, got labeled with the nerd thing because I was the cool kid who was also doing nerdy things.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had that issue where any teenager that I saw on TV going through, you know, something horrible, I'm like, suck it up, bitch, because that's how I view everything.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, to me, it was just, you know, I just liked the characters. I wasn't like a deep philosophical thing for me.
Well, I didn't say it was a deep philosophy. I mean, this is retrospectively looking back and saying, like, you know, why did that character stick with me out of all others? Or why did that, I mean, of all the superheroes I've seen in movies, or of all the characters, why does that one, which is not a mainstream character, why does that one still strike a chord? You know, and I think about it and it's like, yeah, you know, I kind of felt like that's kind of where I with Darkman, like I felt like I was an outsider. I felt like I had to blend in. I had to do something to make myself fit in because I didn't feel like I fit in with anybody. You know, I was always older than my years would suggest. I was always more mature than the other kids, and then I always related to adults better. And now that I'm my age now, I'm trying to make up for lost time by being a goofy dipstick or something. I don't know.
Queen D. Sheena in chat said, I have to wonder if people are told they have to relate to a character because I don't understand why that is the end all for some people. It's just a story. And I honestly think that that's the fun part about stories, is that, like, Han Solo, for example, is one of the most beloved characters ever.
He's awesome.
Because he's awesome. And he's just fun. And I think that in this climate of storytelling where it's like, you have to represent me and what I've been through. And I'm like, you know, just because I make a character black doesn't mean that it's going to represent you or your personality. I mean, the whitest character who's like a ginger, who's an albino ginger, could represent a black person better than another black person just because of similar experiences or just similar interests or personalities and things like that. And I think it just needs to be about making a good character and making a good story, and not necessarily a good character like a, you know, a virtuous character, but just like an interesting character that goes with the story. And that just make it works. Sorry.
Falcon Millennial says, and thank you for the donation, there's more to being a nerd than liking comic books. You can be a nerd and have a minor obsession with airplanes.
Like Falcon.
Like Falcon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Falcon.
I was into all kinds of nerd culture, things that would be absolutely nerdy. For instance, loving math. I absolutely do. Yes, reading comic books, playing Dungeons and Dragons. Believe it or not, there was a time tabletop D&D was a nerd thing.
No. That that's still a nerd thing.
Not when Vin Diesel's playing it and being all like, you know, crazy about it.
How you like me now?
No, that's a nerd thing. Gross.
No, but there's, I mean, just tons of nerdy things that building my own computer, programming, things like this that are, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're mainstream now, but I mean, it is so weird to live in this sort of mirror universe as to what when I was growing up. Because when I was growing up, yeah, if you talk, I mean, the comic book conventions I went to were, in comparison today, just sort of like a bunch of middle-aged guys with fold-out tables with comic books on them to sell, and occasionally you'd see an artist or a writer there signing autographs and stuff. And you know, if you had told me then, hey, you know, these things are going to turn into rock concerts within 10, 15 years, I wouldn't have believed you. I'm like, what do you, no, this is like this niche sort of
Nerdville.
Underground Nerdville type stuff. No, you're not going to see like pretty girls running around in spandex pretending to be Black Widow and stuff at these things. It just didn't make any sense. And now it's like, you know, the Big Bang Theory is a comedy show making fun of all the things that were, you know, relatively a part of my life growing up. That's why I never watched that show. It's like,
I fucking love that show.
It's not even. I watched like 3 episodes with some friends one time, and I was just like, I can see how people who didn't live through this could find this funny, but it just, okay, whatever.
Thank you, Cryptic.
I said, go ahead and read that one.
Tell me what to do on my channel. Thank you, Cryptic. The only D&D I like is the, oh my goodness. Okay, is this size of a woman's breast? Okay. I think we're like way past the end of the stream, so it's just
Way past
I can't forever. 5 ever. Uh-huh.
Oh, so where do we go from here? What do we got?
Where do we go from here?
Oh, something that I guess I have had a couple of people say this to me on Twitter or ask me about it, so I kind of want to address it. Something that we talked about, something I talked about with roaming, because we talked about, you know, traditionalism, families, things like one-night stands, maybe get to know somebody before you stick the good old, you know, before you do the good old butterscotch dance.
The butterscotch dance.
I think Emil came up with that, and I love it. Thank you, Talk and Millennial. Scribe should love that show. I am flying Sheldon.
How about taking the trip to Pound Town?
No. Butterscotch dance. So we talked about all that kind of stuff, and we mentioned that in the media, you know, there's a big thing about portraying broken families, and also in pop culture, pop music, promiscuity is like the big thing. And I think some people took that as me saying that, you know, everybody wants to do the butterscotch dance with randos on the street because of media, and that's not what I'm saying. I think that the media reflects changing values rather than causes them. Just wanted to clarify that.
I don't know. Miami Vice caused a lot of people to buy some white sports coats.
I think it can cause people to be a little more promiscuous. I think that it can normalize it in the ways that anything can be normalized within media. Does that mean it's causing everybody to go out and fuck? No. But yeah, I can see it, especially with young, impressionable kids seeing some of this shit and going, well, if my favorite star is doing it, it can't be that bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's still,
I think it's just facilitated by a culture that was already into it, if that makes sense. And like it's sort of like a cycle, so it piles onto itself.
Well, there's always going to be a monkey see, monkey do aspect with people who, I mean, like we saw with the YouTube shooting last week or the week before or whatever, where they're just like, we're going to make a YouTube video and shoot through this book because that'll make some great hits and things. You can be influenced to do a lot of really stupid things if you think you're going to be part of the in crowd by doing it.
Thank you, Lanny Stanfield. Your serial killer name is your first name plus your middle name plus your last name. Nice try. You're adorable.
Well, that would be
Cryptic. The kids are calling it the butterscotch dance these days.
Oh, we'll see now. That's just normalizing it, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I want the butterscotch dance, snootadoodle, and smush cookie to be
household words. Yeah.
For all this stuff. I'm determined to make it happen. I need to get smush cookie t-shirts, and I need to get butterscotch dance tee. No, I'm not going to do that.
You can't steal that. That's his. That's his.
Steal
that. Jacob Navajo asked what my porn name is. It's ouch. Don't put that there.
Mine is Blackie McCracken.
STA, what's your porn name? That's also her first, middle, and last name.
What? I never.
Well, I never.
Are we done with our topic? Do we have something else to discuss?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Chesty McPhillips. That's her name.
I hate you.
That scowl is going to get you some money here in a minute, I bet you. Like, cheer up, SDA. Yeah, so we're at 15 after the hour. Do we have any other deep topics, or do we want to turn it over to chat?
We can turn it over to chat. Why not? You guys are chatty. Chat.
You guys did good with giving us questions that made us talk for a long time yesterday. Try that again. Oh. So SDA, what is it about my tweet today with the whole labia thing that upset you so much?
It's just gross. I don't like the word. This is why I call it a snoochadoodle, because I don't.
So if I called it meat flaps instead, you'd have been okay?
Oh my God.
Okay. She's cute when she gets pissed, says Falcon. She's cute when she pretends to be pissed. When she's actually pissed, she's kind of scary. Labia.
Ew. Quit. Stop it, N. Stop it. Gross.
Is it labia or ladia?
Labia.
My ladia.
The gates to the lady garden.
Don't like any of it.
And if those gates are squeaky, you definitely need to moisten them. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
What?
Are you talking?
I'm trying to help people.
Are you talking about
the education?
Are you talking about the doors to the pleasure hole?
Ew.
Yes.
Ew.
Exactly.
So ask questions so that they stop.
Yeah, hurry up and ask questions before we just keep coming up with
I can't.
Do you guys have questions about labia?
No, not about that.
Why not? What's wrong with that? I want to be the next Lacey Green.
No.
Oh my! You want what? Well, then turn your camera down.
Chris Ray Gun and talk about sex on YouTube.
Thank you, Falcon Millennial. SDA pissed equals keep the guns away from her. I don't need a gun.
You can't separate those guns from SDA.
What's your dream rock band if you could choose one, or anyone? I've never gotten that much into rock bands to where like my favorite guitarist or favorite singer. So
I have no answer for that.
Oh,
I couldn't really point that out.
My favorite rock band is Alice in Chains, 1996.
No, but seriously,
before Lane died and when they were at their peak, that's my favorite.
If you guys, I would actually love to see a Ranting Monkey sex ed video.
Oh God!
Press 1 in chat if you want Ranting Monkey to explain how doing the sex works in a video.
Oh, I will totally do a doing the sex video.
Oh, please.
Well, so what you need to do is you need to take that video that you just did today, take out the sound, overlay your avatar on the dance.
I want you do that. I want Monkey to do his thing.
No, I mean he will do his thing, but he'll use the video.
No, let him do it. Look at all those ones in chat.
Seems to be a lot of
I didn't say not to do it.
Teaching sex.
I said take out the audio SDA. I was talking about him doing it, just using that as the. Never mind.
I'm gonna do it like Lacey Green, and I'm actually gonna have like dildos and stuff on the screen. And I'm gonna talk about butt sex too. Got to talk about the butt sex.
Gutenberg wants in.
I already know how to do the sex. You might know how to do the sex, but you don't know how to do the sex. That's all I'm saying. Do you know where to spit? I bet you don't.
Ew.
Do you know what you should? I bet you don't. Anyhow, where's Gutenberg? He's in the chat. What's the worst Pokemon generation and why? From the ones I've played, the original, because it was the first game, and if you try playing them again now, they're really shit. There's a lot of stuff that I really wish they'd redo those with the modern stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that gets better as, you know, they get better at making the games.
Okay, let's put this to rest. Once again, it's in the chat that Monkey can't eat pussy. I want to explain something about that. Hang on. I got yelled at. A woman breathing fire in my face. Well, kind of. She's up there. And I knocked that shit out of the park. So even that night, I took care of business. I'm just saying. And if you can take a woman who is that pissed off, who will look you in the eye and scream, "Have you forgot how to eat pussy?" and you can settle that down, you got skills. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
At least she didn't ask you about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, see. Breathing fire from her pussy. No. Don't touch fire breathing pussy.
Fire coming out of her wherever.
Close the gates on that. What if the gates to the lady garden are hanging on by just one hinge?
Oh.
You need to get that to a doctor.
Gross. Y'all's is gross. Y'all's is the grossest.
Yeah, we're somewhere. Does anybody have a serious question?
Yeah, do this shit on Monkey's channel, not on my channel.
Well, it's funny. You need a sense of humor, stat.
But
real skill means the question of if never comes up. I answered that fucking question. I'm telling you. Do you prefer the labia majora or minora? The menorah, because it sounds like the
Hanukkah?
thing the Jews have.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jew candle.
It reminds me of Hanukkah.
What do you think about reincarnation? I hope it's not true. Because if it is, I will come back as something horrible. What about you guys? What do you think of reincarnation?
oh, gross, squeaky door.
Uh-oh.
What?
I'm not reading that.
SDA.
I hope that I get reincarnated as a house cat because those are the most spoiled creatures on the planet.
That's true.
Sean Lee asked, what importance do stories hold to you, or why do they matter? They're entertaining and they're fun.
And sometimes they have, there's an emotional attachment to them. They take you back in time. Like, I can throw on movies and suddenly it's like being a kid again. It's like, oh yeah, I remember everything that happened the first time I saw this.
And for the most part, because they're fun.
Monkey will be reincarnated as a prophylactic. That's fucked up. Monkey doesn't go on dick. Let's just put that out there.
Oh.
What's the best Jackie Chan movie? Oh.
The only Jackie Chan movie I've seen is Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, God. That's not even a Jackie Chan
movie.
You
need more Jackie Chan.
Let's see. Operation Condor or Super Cop. Or actually, Rumble in the Bronx is pretty good.
Yeah, Rumble in the Bronx, I would probably say.
Yeah.
I just got asked if I've read any Lovecraft. I haven't.
You totally should.
Okay.
Am I the only one excited about Kingdom Hearts 3 adding a Toy Story level? I've never really played the game. I played it once, and I know people love it, but I really don't care about it.
I heard Princess Leia is going to show up in it. Now
what advice would you give somebody just... Oh, cute. Just starting out on YouTube. Experiment, have fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, anticipate failure because that's how you learn. What was that noise?
I don't doo-doo when I...
You don't doo-doo?
You don't? Good God, how backed up are you? Jesus.
That explains so much.
I know. You need some more fiber in your diet. Good God.
Best Kurt Russell film. Oh. Overboard.
The Thing is still, I mean, one of the best, I mean, one of my favorite movies overall, but best Kurt Russell film? You know, a movie he doesn't get much credit for, but his performance is really, really awesome, was a movie called Dark Blue, and it came out, I want to say early 2000s somewhere, and it was this sort of cop crime story that took place just before the LA riots. It was set in LA just as the riots were happening. And his performance in that is really good. He plays this like corrupt cop, but he's also a broken character. It's really interesting. I don't think many people know about that movie. You should give it a shot.
The worst company in existence, Pepsi, because they make Pepsi.
Hey.
A is for horses.
Tango and Cash was pretty good. Oh, Scribe,
yes.
I saw that DVD again today. I'm gonna buy it. I should have.
I can't find it. I don't have it. I looked up it on Amazon to see if I could find the combo DVD, and if it exists elsewhere, they don't sell it on Amazon. I'd love to have a duel of Tango and Cash and Last Boy Scout, because that's like
it also has Under Siege on it.
Under Siege. Okay, let me check.
That's
because
what the hell's his name? Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah, Steven Seagal. Yeah, Under Siege. The first one was actually good because Tommy Lee Jones was the bad guy, and Erica Liniak, the Playboy playmate, she comes out of the cake. That's really good. But yeah, I can't seem to find that.
It's. I know they have it at Walmart. It's a 5-pack. I don't remember what the other 2 movies are, but yeah, I should have got it. It's got 5 movies altogether.
Well, there's a Walmart, a little Walmart outlet deal near my work. I'll try to swing by there Monday and see if they have it there. If they do, I will buy it, and then we should totally on our own time binge watch a couple of those and then come on and do a stream about them.
Yes, definitely.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
Of course not, because you're not cool. Not like Monkey and me. We're totally cool. Let's see. Scribe Monkey, did you guys ever see the movie Taps with Timothy Hutton, says DB Georg? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Taps.
Good movie.
That was a great movie. That was like the one movie with Tom Cruise where he wasn't the star and he did a good job.
Are you talking about the USP? Or are you talking about the My Little Pony movie? Which one? Equestria Girls?
Or are you talking about the one from the 80s?
I like Equestria Girls. The Equestria Girls movies kind of decline after the first one, but the first one's good. First one's good. Did we ever see The Scorpion King?
Yeah, I did. I gave in and watched. I didn't go to the theater to see it. I rented it one time. Actually, I take it back. Well, when I was working at the video store, I got it for free. So I watched. I didn't pay money for it, but it was awful. It was really bad. I mean, it was almost as bad as the CGI that introduced the character in The Mummy Returns, but it wasn't that bad.
Scribbles, check our side chat there.
Okay.
What else we got here? Lady Monkey.
I like Rainbow Rocks too. That one's a good one. But I like in Equestria Girls the song that they sing in the cafeteria.
I have no idea.
I feel like chicken tonight. Like
no,
chicken tonight.
No.
Chicken tonight? Oh.
No.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about then.
And the MLP episode where Fluttershy eats the poison joke so that she can be part of the Ponytones. I like
I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say?
What the fuck? God, it sounds like somebody talking about like J.R.R. Tolkien lore.
They knows what I'm talking about, and like the song that they sing, I like it.
The poison joke. I was just talking about with this somebody about this today. Did you ever hear or see that part of Monty Python where they talk about the funniest joke in the world? Did you ever see that thing in Monty Python where they talk about the funniest joke in the world?
If I do, I'm not.
Yeah, so they did this send-up where they treated it like it was a documentary where like some man wrote the funniest joke in the world, and after reading it to himself, he died laughing, and then it was discovered by the military, and it was weaponized in World War II, so that the soldiers would read it out in German, even though they didn't know what they were saying, and all the German soldiers would laugh and die. And then finally, they was like, what's the joke? And finally, they reveal it, and it goes like this. My dog has no nose. How does he smell? Awful.
Okay. No, because Fluttershy, when she you know, is in Poison Joke, Fluttershy becomes Flutter Guy.
So it's a transgender.
No. It just makes her voice really deep, which is funny because.
Sorry, I realized I have a wallet to drive.
Yeah.
Is that Sunky?
Yeah,
Hi,
he's getting ready to
Sunky.
go to work.
Oh, bye, Sunky. Okay.
He didn't say bye. I'm upset.
He can't hear you. He's in the other room.
Yeah, well, make him say bye.
When he comes through, I'll make him say bye.
Thank you.
Say it like that. Hey, bud. Will you say bye?
In that tone?
Yeah.
Bye.
Feel better?
Bye. Bye,
That's it,
Sunky.
Good.
So, what were we talking about?
Oh, MASH also,
Twitter
let me
sparkles?
just acknowledge MASH. Yes. MASH said that there is a new MLP movie coming out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hold me back.
No, I'm not putting WD-40 on my door. Leave my door alone. Damn it.
That's racist.
Mash says I was trolling in Roaming Millennials stream today, and I was being good. I was being.
You actually were. You were being really good.
I just said hi, SDA.
Nice. If you thought that was me trolling, you have not seen me.
No, you were very, very well behaved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to the big screen. What? My Little Pony. Why they shaded like that? The movie. Ooh. I will actually go see this in theaters by myself if I have to. I don't even give a shit.
Yeah, you will be by yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You and about like 50 like middle-aged men.
Yeah, no shit. Touching themselves to My Little Pony.
Oh, it's that kind of theater. Okay.
You'll be the only one there with labia.
Oh.
Ew. Gross.
Ranting Monkey, will you oil my hinges? I can't. I'm married. My wife does not let me date.
Hey now, stop telling Monkey to silence his door. His door has a lot to say.
It does. Your boy Pat says, I remember they had that episode in the series. Pat, I know you have a daughter, but you're killing me. You're killing me.
Wait, what did Pat say?
He remembers
which episode?
I don't know. I
wasn't
wasn't.
Episode of My Little
Pat,
Pony
which episode are you talking about? Because I've seen all the episodes.
I want to explain this to you. When you start talking about My Little Pony, my brain just goes. Blah, blah, blah,
I don't care. I don't care. Okay, because you know what?
I don't care.
The episode where Fluttershy becomes Flutter Guy and sings with the Ponytones is a good freaking episode, and the song is really catchy. It's a beautiful song. Thank you, Falcon Millennial, Monty Python, and the Holy Grail running gags. Running gags?
Yeah, my brain kind of congeals over when you guys are talking about Pokemon. So
I feel you. I feel you. Pokemon's great though. Do we have any Okay, so now we're on non-labia, non-My Little Pony questions.
We have to put filters up now.
I do want to know what episode Pat was talking about.
The Ponytones episode, probably.
Okay.
That seems to be the one you were talking about the most. That's my guess. I could be wrong. But,
oh yeah, there was. Queen Dishina said there was a cross-dressing episode with Applejack's brother, which angered some transsexuals. But that was like so Big Mac
and Applejack's. What the fuck? Jesus
Big
Christ.
Mac, in order to compete in like a sister competition with Apple Bloom, dressed up as a female, and it was such a sweet episode because he wanted to spend time with Apple Bloom, and it was adorable, and that is such a cute episode. I love that episode.
Scribe Monkey, Darkwing Duck or Mighty Ducks animated series? God, what a horrible choice.
Oh fuck. Between those two, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, Darkwing Duck between those two.
Yeah. But that is not saying much.
No, it's really not.
No.
Hey, Bloodwing let one of his grandchildren type.
Yay!
Hi, grandchild.
Sorry, dozed off. Yeah, My Little Pony's so enthralling.
Okay, somebody I know online. Okay, I'm going to read this before I read it out loud. What's your least favorite movie? Oh,
least favorite?
Oh, he likes the one with Zecora. Okay.
The My Little Pony movie that hasn't even come out yet.
No, you're a meanie butt.
My least
is meanie
favorite.
butt one of the characters?
No.
Well, that's a hard thing to say because for least favorite movie, I have different categories for that. There's the worst movie I ever saw was a supposedly horror movie called Grandma's House, and it sucked ass. But then there's like mainstream movies that everybody loves, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like Silence of the Lambs.
Ooh,
I know exactly. I know exactly what movie it is because it's the only movie I ever walked out on in a theater from, and it was called Fear.com, and it was a horror movie.
Oh yeah.
And it insulted my intelligence so badly in the first like 5 minutes. I was like, no, and I just walked out. I didn't even try to get a refund. I was like, fuck this. I'm out.
Scribe.
Yes.
What do you think of the of a Wrinkle of Time movie trailer?
I haven't seen it yet, actually. It just came out the other day, I think. I haven't had a chance to see it. I am looking forward to seeing once it leaks the Infinity War footage they apparently showed at the Disney Expo that completely stole the thunder away from the Star Wars footage they showed. Because apparently the Infinity War trailer is like mind-blowingly awesome or something.
What's Infinity War?
This is when Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet.
The next Avengers movies.
Right.
The Avengers movies. Yep. I guess there's a scene where the Guardians of the Galaxy pull Thor onto their ship to wake him up. And like, oh, okay, so that's going to be a major crossover. Goody.
Good night, Minding Freedom.
Good night. Should they bring back the double Big Mac? No. They need to bring back the ones they just did. Those were awesome.
The McRib.
Oh, I love the McRib. It is totally not food, but it is the best not food I've ever eaten.
My crazy opinion. Have fun at work.
So many poor people end up going to work right as we're starting, and I feel bad for them.
Corn dogs or hot dogs?
It depends on who's making the hot dog.
As long as it's no onions.
Corn dogs, because then if you don't want the corny outside, you can just have a hot dog. You get both.
On a stick.
On a stick, that's right.
Has SDA ever seen Monty Python? No.
No,
of course
SDA
not.
would not like a Monty Python.
SDA does not enjoy good things.
SDA is part German.
Yes.
Not.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You have a German sense of humor.
Yeah, she's German. She likes it.
Wow, you got a dirty look for that one. Oh, that's a good question. Bloodwing says, cooter shorts or yoga pants?
Yoga pants.
Yoga pants because you can see everything. Cooter shorts still kind of hide it.
And are a bit trashy. I kind of like the elegance of well-fitting yoga pants.
No, I like a woman in like just like the most horrible shirt ever that she can throw. Like even like a little sports bra with her. Yeah, trashy women. Oh, I love them.
All right.
Cryptic. I did watch The Princess Bride.
She hated it. That's why she's quoting it all the time now.
SDA, do you own cooter shorts? I'm not asking if you're wearing them now. I just ask if you own them. Are you ignoring me or can you not hear me?
I'm ignoring
Both.
you.
Scribe, do you have cooter shorts?
No, I actually don't.
Have you noticed
Pat says those things are too small for me.
Which thing?
I don't
Cooter
know.
shorts. Yeah, I think Pat cooter shorts would be too small no matter what the situation.
But I bet he could work them. I've noticed that there's actually a I think we covered this story. There's a mom who got sick and tired of shorts for little girls being so damn short, so she started making them longer, like boys' shorts, and she's made a fucking killing at it. But it was amazing how many of the people that I saw wearing these fucking things today looked way too young to be wearing something like that.
She made a killing at selling shorts.
Yeah, because they're not hoary shorts for little girls.
But then you just buy boys' shorts and put them on a girl. Why do they need to make a whole different brand? I don't. Okay.
Boys and girls are built different.
Thank you, Falcon Millennial. The beginning credits tell you to go to Sweden. What? I don't know what any of that means. Do you think it's necessary for an English major to like reading?
Well, if you don't, you're in for a bad time.
There you go.
I mean, I like writing, and I'm not. I mean, I like reading, but I prefer audiobooks.
Yeah, I mean, I was always much more of a writer than I was a reader per se. But yeah, if you were thinking about pursuing an English degree, prepare to have to read things, do literary analysis, and do a lot of reports on things you've read. That's just
Yeah, that's.
What? Scribe in chat. I am Satan. Am I Satan yet? Says they don't fit the same. Trust me, I tried doing that. Say boys and girls are built a little bit different.
I'm just surprised they haven't been making girl-shaped shorts forever because.
Well, they do. They just make them so short. It's ridiculous. Go.
Okay. I've never had to buy shorts for little girls. Amazingly enough,
this is gonna get you arrested. But go check out the little girls' shorts in any department store.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Just hold them up to yourself and see how short they would be.
Yeah, I don't think so. That might get caught on camera. That might look kind of weird.
Yeah.
What do you? Excuse me, sir. Why are you doing that? A monkey told me to.
Yeah. This man on the internet said I needed to try on little girls' shorts.
Emperor Vulcan, I saw Spider-Man Homecoming today. Not the worst. I don't think that's the.
Loved that movie.
Oh, yeah, your opinion doesn't count. I
want to go see it.
Glitter Sparkle Pony.
Well, My Little Pony's good. All right.
Sure.
Like one day.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me finish my thought, and then you can talk about your gay ponies. If you watch the stream me and Scribe did on this, you will actually find me say a lot of very good things about that movie. There's an overall problem I have with it that makes it why I don't like the Spider-Man movie. Okay, go ahead, SDA. I'm sorry. I shushed you, and that was wrong.
It was wrong.
That was wrong. I deserve a...
Someone should WD-40 your door as punishment.
Oh, that's fucked up. Leave my door alone.
Leave my door alone.
One day, Grand Monkey is gonna wanna watch My Little Pony. You're gonna watch it, and you're gonna be like, "Yo!"
I will watch it with her. I would do that because that's good. But I would not be like, "Oh, that's my favorite episode." You remember that one time Gay Pony went up to almost Gay Pony?
You will, though.
Gay Pony.
You will. Do you have a favorite Tinkerbell movie?
No.
Okay.
I do. It's called Peter Pan.
Yeah. What the? Someone showed me an episode of Death Battle, Starscream versus Rainbow Dash in an attempt to make me a brony. He failed. I later watched Kratos versus Spawn and became a God of War fan.
Kratos.
I don't know.
God of War. I own like one of those games, but I've watched playthroughs of all. That's a game where it's really playthrough watching for me than something I'd want to play. I don't like long-term things with console controls hurt my hands at this stage of the game. I'm an old man, so I can't play it on a computer.
They hurt your hands?
No, like I get like that death grip on them when I'm trying to play, and after I'm done playing for a while, like my thumb's all locked up and gets all strained and stuff, and just like ugh.
Thank you, Falcon Millennial. It's WD-40 is not a lubricant; it's a water display, but it works for squeaky shit.
Where'd that
apparently no, I'm not trying to turn him into a brony. Bronies are gross, but if you have a small female human around, it's acceptable to be into this stuff. And he does have a small female human.
Just make sure it's your small female human.
Yeah.
DB George says if Grand Monkey is like my nieces, they're going to be watching Magic School Bus and Care Bears before Power Rangers.
There you go.
And Power Rangers before My Little Pony. And we actually started watching Care Bears the other day. And she really liked it.
I love Care Bears.
I didn't get into it. I just kind of zoned out as she was watching. But anytime she got excited by it, I go, "Oh yeah, that is cool," because I'm not a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Silence.
Yeah.
The sounds of silence.
For me, the worst film. For me, Get Out is the worst film of 2017. What are your thoughts? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet either. My sister saw it, and I guess she liked it, I suppose. But I'm waiting for Gabrielle, my favorite movie reviewer, to do a video on it, and I've poked him for it. He's probably not listening to this, but dude, we need a video from you. It's been like 5 months.
What is the Care Bear stare?
Oh no!
Thank you, Pat. Lay off the ponies, monkey. Them's fighting words. Love you, SDA. Love you too, Pat.
Lay off the ponies.
That's right. I could take you because now I know your weakness. I would just start talking about sparkles and shit, and you get all goofy, and I could run away.
There was a time where lay off the ponies meant, Dad, stop going to the track.
Yes. Now it's don't talk bad about pink
My Little
horses.
Pony. Yeah.
What is your go-to tactic to fill long silences? Humming.
Saying something that'll make SDA scowl.
Labia. Now I got a question for you. Seriously.
Okay, so so Care Bear stare. They've got like their little bellies, right, with their little thingies on them.
Symbols.
Yeah, and when like a thing happens and they gotta something, they go Care Bear stare, and they're like, yeah, and.
It is a projection of their love against the darkness of the world.
All right.
I decided to get poetic for a second because I like the Care Bears. They're part of my growing up, you know.
I never watched them because I like women.
Scribe is gay confirmed.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good time. Oh, I have a serious question for you. SDA, is it all, and I'm not going to get gross, is it all medical terms for genitalia that turns you off, or just the female ones?
It's just the female ones. So
like penis doesn't bother you, testicles, scrotum,
Dingleberry.
dingleberry.
Well, somebody actually asked. Wait, what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
That's a biological term right there.
I said dingleberry.
Somebody asked me in a comment, you know, because there was that thing where I was like, I'm gonna get graphic, and then I was like, snoochadoodle. And then they were like, why are you going snoochadoodle and smush cookie, but penis is fine? I don't know. I just don't like the female bits.
Do you think that's because you have them and yours are shaped funny or something?
Mine are not shaped funny.
Send somebody a picture so they can. Who
No.
do we trust in chat? Hang on. Whose opinion do I trust in chat?
So are they shaped serious?
Oh yeah, I try. Lady Monkey's offering. Send Lady Monkey a picture of your.
No. There's nothing wrong with my smush cookie.
You sure you don't got like bat wings or something? That
No.
Oh man, can you imagine somebody getting surgery done to have their labia shaped like some kind of like bat wings or claws or something? I can imagine it happening.
I could see somebody doing it.
Yeah, I could totally see somebody doing it. Yeah.
They're shaped like a door on one hinge.
No,
I'm just.
Stop
Is it? No, I am curious why the female ones.
I don't know.
Upset you and the male ones don't.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Is anybody in the chat like that where you don't like your female bits?
Or the bits that align with your
okay.
assigned gender.
Your assigned gender.
Your assigned gender.
Bloodwing. I was going to say don't try. Oh, you know what? I trust Pat. Send Pat some pictures of your girly parts.
Pat's a gynecologist.
Tell me what they look like.
My girly parts are fine. Thank you very much.
It's the afro taint.
It's an
They're
OBGY.
above average.
They're above. How do you have an above average vaginal opening?
Vaginal opening.
Thank you.
Vaginal
George.
opening. You
Yeah,
heard it here
Dark.
first.
more biological terminology from Monkey.
Came for the politics, stayed for the Care Bears.
What about Mira? What about Mira? What'd I miss?
Mira? Mira Sorvino?
Mira. I don't know. Does she have fucked up bits?
My bits are fine. Okay,
I wasn't talking about you. When is your stream with Peach?
11:30 Eastern, so 40 minutes.
Tonight?
Yeah.
And it's on her channel?
It's on my channel, I think.
Oh, it's on your channel? Shit. I'm going to get bopped like a motherfucker.
I won't bop you. It's fine.
Yes, you will.
Unskinny bop, 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 bop.
That is the worst song for that.
It is. But it really should be associated with it. Unskinny bop.
SGA doesn't want to discuss her neithers or what goes betwixt
Nethers.
them.
Nether regions.
Nether region.
Nethers.
No, she said 40 minutes. Somebody said 30 minutes? No, that's 40 minutes. She's right. So you guys don't have a topic? You just decided to get together and talk?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's a girl thing.
They can talk about labia.
I say that's a girl thing, but you and me have...
Scribe. That just sounds wrong coming out of Scribe's mouth. I don't know
It's
why.
a girl thing.
It's like swearing and Scribe don't mix.
Well, I have been known to use the blue language from time to time.
Yeah, I don't like it. It sounds weird on you.
No. On me? Ew, okay.
Care Bear labia stare. That came from...
Yeah, labia sounds wrong on you. Ugh.
Mash, stop it. Yeah, it does. It does. I don't know if you say that.
Oh, guys, we are at the 9-minute mark now. So if you have any real questions you wanted answered, just skip right over them tonight.
Yeah, non-labia My Little Pony related.
Have any of you been bullied? No.
Yes.
Okay.
I come on here every night, don't I?
Your boy Pat said I'm having lag due to crappy weather. What did I miss? What you missed was Ranting Monkey wants me to send you pictures of my smush cookie so that you can tell him if it looks normal or not. That's what you missed, Pat.
I trust your opinion, but that's all.
Scribe isn't a mechanic equals can't swear. I mean, Scribe he's too uppity to swear.
What?
No, Scribe swears, and when he does, it's usually perfectly timed.
Yeah, usually it's CNN.
I'm the bastard son of a sailor, so swearing is just in my DNA, but people like
son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor.
Your boy Pat. What? Rewind.
Monkey, explain.
Okay. She has a problem with the medical terms for female anatomy. And I'm wondering if that's because her vagina looks like it's been run over by like a wheat grinder or something.
A wheat grinder?
Hang on.
You mean a thresher?
Whatever. I'm not a farmer, for fuck's sake. So, Pat, what I was hoping is that she would send a picture of it to somebody that I trusted who could tell me if it does, in fact, look like something horribly bad went wrong down there, or if it is just the sound of the names.
It's just the sound of the names. There's nothing wrong with my snootadoodle.
I think she's an unreliable source.
I'm not an unreliable source.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a CNN type source right now. Sources say.
There's nothing wrong with my smush cookie.
You know her parents watch this. Yes, I know her parents watch this. And by
now, you guys are spelling it wrong.
Excuse me, wait.
We've talked about worse things than this
for pictures
in past streams if her parents are watching.
I didn't ask for pictures. I want Pat to get one.
Smush cookie is SMOOSH cookie, one word. Not smosh cookie, not smush cookie.
Smosh cookie.
Smush cookie.
I am not a dirty old man. I am a dirty middle-aged man, God damn it.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not sending pictures of my snootadoodle. Y'all have a question, please. Real questions, maybe.
Real questions? What's a real question?
Something that's
Okay, new topic. Let's talk about whether or not old ladies shave their pubes in a nice way.
God.
I hate you, Monkey.
I know. I'm trying. Who do you hate worse tonight, me or Scribe? Because you've said it about both of us.
I think Monkey takes the cake tonight, honestly.
No.
Hey, this is y'all's fault. Y'all let me get bored. We're going to go wherever my mind takes us.
You're the one dwelling on the labia. I kind of let it drop after a while, but yeah.
You don't let the labia drop, man. You gotta support it.
Unless you're really old and the muscles just don't hold it up anymore.
For SDA, what is your favorite musical?
Wicked.
Which do you think is more likely, God being real or CERN opening a portal to another dimension?
Oh, hush.
CERN.
Because SDA, how do you keep your sanity around these two? Scribe beats it into me.
Ah, yeah. I am the sanity beater. What? You got a problem?
I don't understand why she would lose her sanity around us. We are perfectly fine people.
Fine. Yes, that is the word to describe us. We're not great. We're not horrible. We're just fine.
We're fine.
We're fine. Everything's
Do all
fine.
of you roll toilet paper the right way? I unroll toilet paper the right way.
Exactly. I don't work in a toilet paper factory.
Did you know the BBC had a special, The Woman with Two Vaginas? Yes, I did, actually. I haven't seen it. What? That's more
she'd be a doubly productive prostitute.
You can go between the holes. So like,
thanks for the sound effect.
I hate you, Monkey. I hate Monkey more tonight. That's it. It pushed me over the edge. Unless somebody gives Scribe $7 to sing the high SDA song, Monkey wins on my hatred level tonight.
Do you hear what he's over there doing?
Isn't that you?
And you're gonna. That's not me. I did it the first time. What are your thoughts on Faulkner? I feel like that should not be brought up tonight.
You mean Dr. Falcon from War Games? He was awesome.
I actually think they mean the writer.
I know.
Okay.
Like
for every $1 donated, SDA has to say the dirty V word.
The dirty V word.
Thank you, Falcon Millennium, for the donation there.
Brian Sanders says, have you watched Blair Witch 2? Don't watch it. It's the worst movie ever. It's pretty bad. I saw what they were trying to do. It was actually kind of like a movie idea I've always had, where the movie is the aftermath of the horror movie and not the horror movie itself, but they kind of fuck it up. It's not very good.
Wait,
who came up with the idea?
They actually want me to say the word?
One at a time. What?
What were you saying?
Does he actually want me to say the word?
Yes,
vagina,
that's what he paid for.
Oh, vagina. I don't like it.
Somebody asked who came up with the idea of having a guest. It's something we've talked about. I don't know who settled on doing it like once a week. I don't remember all of that because
it's on a stream somewhere.
Yeah. But it is something we've talked about from time to time, pretty much since we started. And as we've mentioned before, we've had some really good guests, and we've had some guests that made us go, ooh, no more guests. And
let's see. So whose turn is it next week?
It's mine, and Weibo's going to be joining us. She'll be joining us a little late because she does a thing where she rides around with police officers.
Yeah, like a scout program or something?
No, she gets arrested every Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, she does a scout thing, and actually it would give us something to talk about besides
My
labia.
God.
See, if you would get arrested, SDA, I wouldn't have to talk about gross stuff.
Yeah, geez, SDA.
Oh, SDA, have you ever been arrested?
No.
Scribe, have you ever been arrested?
I have yet to be caught.
Sweet. We are all non-criminals here.
Yes, it's true. I've never been arrested.
I mean,
wait.
Monkey, you know me well enough to know that I've never, well, that's not true, but I've never done anything arrested.
I think it would be funny as hell for you to get arrested. Not because I think it would be very much like Dan Aykroyd getting arrested in Trading Places. You just would not belong there, and it would be funny. Not that I want you to get arrested, and I don't want you to go to jail or anything. Just a mental picture there.
Well,
because you're an uppity rich white girl.
And she'd have to learn that orange is the new black.
Yes. And you'll develop a taste for vagina.
Vagina?
I'm already bisexual.
Was that the 7th state in the union?
It was.
All right, Monkey.
What'd I do?
Gross ass motherfucker. You want to take us out?
You just called me a gross ass motherfucker.
Gross ass motherfucker, do you want to take us out? Yeah, with a double tap to the back of the head.
The way I ended last night upset a couple of people, so I got to do it correctly tonight.
Okay.
Chat, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the donations, and everybody, thank you for watching. SDA Scribe, a pleasure as always. Everybody, your life makes me sad. We'll see you next time.
Bye,
Bye guys.